Hello. Um, wow, this is the first time I'm doing this. Um, my name's James Dixon, and welcome to the Ground Jewels. Now, we're normally a podcast, um, but I just had an idea today um, to do a Sporcle quiz. Sort of a Sporcle, if you don't know it, it's a big quizzing sort of website. And I wondered, without any revision, without any practice, without any uh, thing up, or yeah, any other word for revision, really. You don't need lots of them. Could I name all 92 English Football League grounds? I'm not sure. I'll be disappointed in myself if I don't get it, but there's always one. Will I forget? Will I make a mistake? Who knows? Right. So we're just going to go straight into it. We'll have a little chat while we do it. But yeah, this is really just putting myself out there, isn't it? For the potential. So we got 20 minutes. Right, stadiums there. Okay. All right. Northampton Town. That is Six Fields. My auntie used to live near there. Been there for a number of games, including one on Boxing Day. Yeah. So Chelsea. All right. Stamford Bridge. Charlton Athletic. The Valley. We had a really good episode of on the Valley with the writer Jen Offord of the Grantras. That was great. Right, so this is obviously a bit out of date because it's got Scunthorpe in. Um, oh, don't need that. But Scunthorpe is Glanford Park. There we go. Wigan Athletic. So this will depend on sponsorship names. And this is where I could get. So for me, I was looking for JJB, but no, it's DW, isn't it? It's DW now. Ah, right. I should also say that we're not going to be skipping. Um, because skipping I think is too easy. Like you can get them to the end and skip. So we're going to do them as they are. So Exeter is St James's Park. This must be a little bit out of date because there's not two St James's Parks there. I can see the Sports Direct Arena, so I'm assuming this is the Exeter one. Good. Rotherham. Oh. Now, this is where I'm going to struggle because Rotherham's old ground was Millmoor. The new ground is called the New York Stadium, but I don't know what time period this is from. Don Valley obviously speaks to me because of where it is in Sheffield. I mean, the Don Valley Stadium was something different. It was an athletic stadium, but I'm going to have to go with that and see whether that's right. Yeah, good. Sunderland Stadium of Light, easy. Saw Bruce Springsteen there this summer. Fantastic gig. Really, really wet. Rochdale is Scotland. Queen's Park Rangers is Loftus Road. Used to live near Loftus Road. I used to live in near Shepherd's Bush. I lived in Acton, so I've been there many, many times. Bury, Gig Lane, obviously, but this is sort of giving us. It's dating the football league if Bury are still in it. Doncaster Rovers should be the Keaton Moat. Good. Tottenham Hotspur. Is it going to be the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium or is it going to be White Hart Lane? Wow, we're still White Hart Lane. Okay, right. So it's okay. It's a while ago. But Manchester City are the Etihad. Good. Walsall, Bescott. Right. Oh my God, the B2 Net Stadium. No idea. No idea. Right. Yeovil. I don't know how to quite pronounce this. Heesh, Heesh Park. I don't know, but it's that one begins with H. Brighton and Hove Albion. It's the Amex or the American Express Community Stadium. Again, another good episode in the archive there with the writer Chris Lee on that. Famously, where Japan beat South Africa in the 2015 Rugby World Cup. Swindon Town is just the county ground, right? The county ground. Yeah, fine. Phew. Arsenal's the Emirates. Bolton Wanderers. Right, they've gone through so many different names of this stadium. So, what am I looking for here? That's still the Reebok, fine. Great, that's nice and easy. Dagenham and Redbridge. Oh, this is one that's gonna because they're definitely not in the Football League now, and they weren't in. Haven't been in for so they could be. They could have a generic name like the Recreation Ground. Victoria Road. Why does Victoria Road? There's Victoria Park. Oh, this is bad. Right. I did say no skipping, didn't I? See, this would be one of these that it'd be easier if we could skip. Um, so what are the contenders? So Brisbane's going to be Leighton, Britannia Stoke, Broadfield Crawley, Broadhall Way, don't know. Hampton Park Carlisle, Cardiff City Stadium, obviously. Crown Ground, I think that's Accrington, but then there's Wadden Road. Is that Accrington? Ah, Western Homes is Colchester. Right, we're not getting 100%. We're just not. Dagenham and Redbridge. Right, what should I punt for here then? I don't know why I'm coming towards the Victoria Parks and the Victoria Roads. I could be wrong. I'm gonna go Victoria Road. Oh, I'm excited by that one. Right, Ashton Gate, Hull City. Hull City, that would be the KC, the Kingston Communications Stadium, Nottingham Forest City ground, one of the great grounds. St Andrews, where are you? Birmingham City, I love you. Oxford, three-sided monstrosity, Kazam Stadium. Swansea City, is it still the Liberty in this? Yes. Um, Hartlepool United. Now that Victoria Park. Is that Victoria Park? Is that Victoria Park? This is another one. This is another one that's difficult. They're not in the league either anymore, are they? Anything could be the B2 Net Stadium. That's the any sort of. Ooh. Yes, right, got it. Victoria Park, Peterborough. No, that's London Road, right? Yeah, just London Road. Great. Coventry City. So we're past, right? We're past the Highfield Road era. Um, please do check out the Richard Keys podcast. You know, I know he's divides opinion, but on Highfield Road, I don't think there was a, a finer authority. It was really really interesting to hear him talk about all those not menus, memories. Rico Arena, it'll have to be, won't it? I think it's the Coventry Building Society Arena now. Chesterfield, that's the B2 Net Stadium. There's something there that's telling me that's Chesterfield because they used to play at Saltergate, which is one of the great dumps, like genuinely awful. It was used for the as the set of Ellen Road for the 1970s Ellen Road in the Damned United film of that Clough. So something's telling me B2 Net is Chesterfield. Yes. Upton Park again showing its age. Fleetwood Town, right? Fleetwood Town. Are they the ones who play at Highbury? Or are they Wadden Road? Are they Highbury? Because there's a Highbury Stadium which isn't Arsenal. Yeah. Meadow Lane. Ooh, nearly clicked the new Meadow. Meadow Lane for Notts County. Aston Villa. Well, that's obviously Villa Park. So yeah, I'm just going to slightly resize this because it's make sure we get everything on the screen at the same time. Villa Park. And again, it's a lovely way to plug the archive. Simon Inglis, who writes so many great football grand books, did a wonderful podcast very recently on Villa Park as part of the Grand Jewels, so that's great. So this will be St Mary's, isn't it? Obviously, um, used to be the Dell. I should have asked Lucy Pinder if she would come on the podcast to talk about the Dell, but hasn't yet. You know, never mind. Sheffield United, Bramall Lane. Last time I was at Bramall Lane was for the England's 4-0 win in the Women's Euros in the semi-final against Sweden. It was fantastic atmosphere. Took my daughter. Lovely. Sheffield Wednesday, Hillsborough. One ground that I will never cover on the ground jewels for obvious reasons. Um, Middlesbrough, Riverside, unless it's got a sponsorship name. No, good. Blackburn Rovers, Ewood Park. Yeah. And we might have a guest coming up soon to talk about Ewood Park, and that's interesting. Right. Shrewsbury Town used to be Gay Meadow. I think this is the new Meadow. But again, this could be any one of these that's like got a sponsorship name that I'm not familiar with. But yeah, Stadium MK. I mean, the Wolverhampton, Molineux. Found it recently. Molyneux's sort of named after sort of a family, really. He was just sort of wealthy in the area. I guess I don't know why I was surprised, but it all seems such an exotic name and blah blah blah. Yeah, but yeah. So Huddersfield. This is tricky because this, I think, currently is the John Smith Stadium, and so it's definitely an old name. Gal Farm is speaking to me. So let's try that one. Good. Newcastle United Sports Direct Arena from the Mike Ashley era. Crawley Town. Now, I think this is the Broadfield Stadium. If I'm right, I saw Crawley lose 6-2 to Southend United in an FA Cup uh, replay that went to extra time. Don't know why, but I was there. I did. Yeah. Crystal Palace, Selhurst Park, lovely stuff. Gillingham is Priestfield. Morecambe, right. How are we doing for time? Oh, right, I've got to get skates on, and 9 minutes left. Morecambe, what could Morecambe be? Is Morecambe Wadham Road? Is Morecambe the Crown Ground? I feel like one of these is Accrington and one of these is Morecambe, and I don't know which one is which. Wadden Road for Morecambe. Okay. Well, I got one wrong. We're not getting 100%. We are not getting 100%. The Hawthorns, Carrow Road, Brunton Park, Ellenborough. Oh, could Morecambe have been the Globe Arena? Yeah, that's generic enough, isn't it? The Globe Arena. Oakwell, Ian McMillan, poet, was brilliant talking about Oakwell in a recent episode. Definitely one of my favourites. Accrington Stanley, I'm going to say the Crown Ground. I could be wrong. That's good. AFC Wimbledon. Right, now they're at Plough Lane. Where the hell were they before? Where the hell were they before? They weren't playing at Brisbane Road. They weren't playing at home park. Kingsmeadow. They were at Kingsmeadow. Right. Colchester, Western Homes Community Stadium. Saw them beat Stevenage 4-0 there. Up the U's. Blair Road, much better. Reading, obviously, used to be Elm Park. Majewski here. Everton, Goodison, last season. Walker Stadium. No, it's going to be King Power. It's King Power. Right. York City now, Bootham Crescent. Next week on the podcast, Jim Waterson, formerly of The Guardian, now of London Centric, is coming on to talk Bootham Crescent, and the Nazis make an appearance, the actual Nazis. Cheltenham Town, is that Wadham Road? Oh, Cheltenham. No, it's 7 minutes, I've got time. Yeah, that's Cheltenham. Wadham. Yes, Liverpool is Anfield. Bristol Rovers is the Memorial Stadium, although formerly they played at Twerton Park and formerly to that Eastville, something like that. Portsmouth Fratton Park, love to have someone to talk Fratton Park. Southend Roots Hall, had someone on to talk about Roots Hall, Matt Zub, cousin, in Roots Hall. Bradford City, Valley Parade, yeah, it's Valley Parade. Wycombe Wanderers, Adams Park, lovely views of the Chilterns, Plymouth Argyle, Home Park, never been. Millwall, the Den, Stevenage, right? This is an interesting one. Which is Stevenage? There could be one of these anywhere places as well. Broadhall Way, that could be anywhere. Globe Arena, I think that was Morecambe. So we're leaving the Globe Arena. Plainmoor, no. Where's Plainmoor? Plainmoor's Torquay. God, Torquay is still in the league in this one. Underhill's Barnet. So I'm gonna, through process of elimination, I'm gonna say Broadhall Way. Good. Dean Court for Bournemouth. Vale Park for Port Vale. Preston North End is Deedale. Of course it is. Manchester United, Old Trafford. Oldham Athletic, Boundary Park. Apparently it's freezing there. Like, it's really, really cold. Derby County is Pride Park. Crewe has got to be the Alexandra Stadium, now sponsored by the cereal makers Mornflake. Aldershot, right, now that could just be recreation ground. Bloomfield Road, I think is Blackpool though. I think the other ones are accounted for. So I'm going to go recreation ground. Okay, Leighton Orient is Brisbane. Cardiff City is Cardiff. Underhill Barnet, been there, that was great. No longer with us. Portman Road. We had the geneticist Adam Rutherford, Dr. Adam Rutherford, to give him his full name, on, and he did a great episode on Portman Road. So yeah, that's another good one to check out. Tranmere is Brenton Park, right? Torquay is Plainmoor. Watford's Vicarage Road. Burton Albion, the Pirelli Stadium. Burnley Turf Moor. This is good now. Cooking on Gas. Bloomfield Road. Craven Cottage. And if anyone ever looks at the logo and the artwork of the Grand Jewels, that logo is based on a mock-up of what Craven Cottage looks like. And it's done by the brilliant Luke Williamson. So check out his art, lukewilliamsonart.com, I believe. But certainly search Luke Williamson art. He has some great art of sports grounds. Brentford Griffin Park, pub on every corner. Now I've gone. Stoke City, the Britannia Stadium. And yeah, we just got one wrong. So 99%, 91 out of 92. Took us just over 16 minutes. Average score of 67. Should we look at the stats? So we know that Globe was Morecambe. We got that one wrong. The quiz stats. Can we not look at the stats? Oh, here we are. So the one that most people got right is Anfield. The one that most people got wrong is Victoria Road, and I can't even remember which wasn't. So that tells you something. Ill in that area, you Wadden, right? Yeah. So that's yeah. Okay. Well, I enjoyed that. Whether you enjoyed that, I don't know. But if you've watched to this point, I guess you've enjoyed it a little bit. Um, so yeah, think about any other ideas that we can do for the channel. I don't just have to stick to football grounds. We don't just stick to football grounds on the podcast. We talk cricket grounds. We've talked rugby grounds. We've talked rowing courses once. We've talked equestrian venues, rugby league grounds. So yeah, we'll figure out something to do. If people like the quiz, we'll do another one, or perhaps someone can set me a quiz or a challenge, and I'll see what I can do.